Why, hello everybody that's out there on YouTube. It's your boy Maxwell coming at you with yet another video review. And in today's video, as a conclusion to the last 3-week running of doing specifically the Shattered Glass Transformers reviews, today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Shattered Glass Soundwave, as well as Laserbeak and Ravage. So let's get going into our video review.
I declare this to be astral plane.
And so here we have Shattered Glass Soundwave opened up and out of his packaging. Now, first and foremost, as always with my Shattered Glass reviews, we're going to take a look at the packaging. Here we got the Shattered Glass Transformers, and we got the Shattered Decepticon symbol. Hey, look, it says Laserbeak and Ravage. Hey, look, it's Soundwave. Hey, look, Soundwave. On this side of the box, we just got Soundwave, Decepticon insignia. Hey, look, Transformers Generations. On the bottom, words, barcodes, and things. And hey, look, Transformers Authentic. On this side of the box, we just got another piece of artwork there of Soundwave, Shattered Glass Decepticon insignia. Hey, look, Transformers Shattered Glass Takatomi. On the back of the box, we just got a couple of obligatory product shots. Robot mode, cassette player mode. Hey, look, we got Laserbeak, we got Ravage, we got a bio. Soundwave is an expert in communications, using his skills to intercept Autobot transmissions. His infectious charisma has also earned him the role of morale officer for the Decepticons. That is quite a different story from what we are normally used to with Soundwave. So there we go, and there we got that. Whee! And so there you go. And so here we have Soundwave, Laserbeak, and Ravage. Now, before we get into Soundwave, unlike what we did with last week's review, this time around, we're going to start off by taking a look at the mini companions for Soundwave first, and then we're going to get into everything else. To get started off here we've got Laserbeak in his weird data tape mode thing. Yeah, it's a rectangle. It's a rectangle, but with still all the same molded detail as we saw before. And yeah, you can definitely tell just how this is all going to work out and stuff. And he still can fit inside the chest compartment like so. However, yeah, it can be a little bit odd getting him in, I've been noticing, but oh well, such is life. And so there you got that. Hey, look, an auto-eject feature. So moving right along, here we've got Ravage. And for some odd reason, mine just did not want to, his tabs did not want to line up. Same basic principle. It's the exact same mold that we've gotten with the original Ravage, the Netflix Ravage, and whatnot. And yeah. And then he fits into the chest compartment nicely too. Looks all nice and cozy in there. And so, woo, auto eject. And so there you go. And there you got that. And so Laserbeak, for comparison, here he is with his original version. So we can just see literally the only thing that's different is literally just the painting and the coloring. So there, got that. And here he is next to Rewind. And just in case you were wondering, yes, these guys are cross-compatible with each other. So, in case if you were wondering, because I haven't shown that off. There you got that. And here we got Ravage. Here he is next to his original form and version. You can see just how these two look together. And here he is next to Rewind. Again, quick, simple, and to the point. And so yeah, that basically covers it for these guys in their data tape modes. And so let's get into their transformations. So to get started, we're going to first start off with Laserbeak because he is the simpler of the two. We're going to start off by taking his feet and bringing him down. Ooh, and before I forget, yes, he still has that Both of them still have their little pegs for like pegging into the 5mm ports. So, but Anyway, feet, folding him down, transformation. Bringing his wings out and around. Taking his head and flipping it up, like so. And then taking the jetpack section, bringing it up and bringing it up like so. And voila. There you got Laserbeak all transformed and in his birdie mode. He's a nice looking little birdie. A nice red and grays used for him. He can go all kinds of swooshing if you want. And articulation does feature a little bit of a hinge here at the neck, base of the neck, and at the base of the head for all kinds of He's getting close here so we can take a look at some of the detailing on him. A lot of some of that same detailing just transferring over that we saw in the original mold. Little bits here. Simplistic for the head. Very much different in comparison to the Netflix version, which is more heavily based on his Earth-based mode. And since I have him right here, just so you can see the difference here in the head sculpt. So come on, there we go. See, more Earth-based bird mode. This one's more Cybertronian-based. And we'll really see that here in our next comparison with the original Siege Laserbeak, once I get him transformed, because he's just a quick, simple, right off the camera transformation you can do. You can see red and black, red and dark gray. Evil birdie, nice birdie. Whoosh. So there you go with that. Now, keeping him in his bird mode, we're going to take him and we're going to put him off to the side. And now here we got Ravage. Now let's get into his transformation. Now his transformation is a little bit more involved and a little bit more complex. To start off with, we're going to come down here to this underside and we're going to take his forelegs. We're just going to bring them up like so. Bring it up like so. From here, we're going to flip them around, and I mentioned a little bit earlier that these tabs weren't fully lining up. Well, you want to undo those tab sections and take this whole assembly, bring them down like so, bring this whole assembly back, and then rotate these sections down, and when you have clearance, then bring his hind legs down, although, those down, bring his hind legs down, like so, and then from there we want to go in, grab out his head, bring it out like so, and then take his his forelegs section, bring them down like so, and there you go. There you got Ravage in his little panther mode thing. And so yeah, pretty cool, pretty nice. Articulation for this guy just kind of features that, yeah. A lot of some of that same detailing with our little missile launchers and whatnot. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Transferring over. Yeah, this is still by far my least favorite of all the Microbot sets that came out from the... Why won't the camera stay focused? Focus. Focus. There we go. There we go. See some of his detailing. Really cool. Really nice. And now we're going to take him and we're just going to put him down here. So that way then I can take a few moments to get Ravage here transformed. And so yeah. White Mew Mew Kitty. Black Evil Mew Mew Kitty. Yeah. Pretty cool and pretty nice. So there you got that. And now we'll just kind of get these two in for a quick shot so we can see how they look with Soundwave here in his cassette player mode. And then also just simply because for the sake of it here, they are also with rewind. So we can get a sense of how these guys are all going to be scaling with each other when next to each other on the shelves. And so there you go. And there you got that. And so, yeah, that basically covers it for his mini bots. What you see is what you got. What you saw is what you get. And so now let's get in close here so we can take a look at Soundwave here. Here we've got him in his cassette player mode. And yeah, this is a straight up repaint and very slight retool of the Siege Netflix Earthrise Soundwave mold. So we can get in close here so we can take a look at the detail. Here we got the R and the L for the speaker sides and whatnot. You got your play, fast forward, record, rewind, record, stop buttons. You got your eject button, which when you open it up, and I did not showcase this with a blaster, but they got nice molded detailings on the inside for showing like the tape player decals, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Closes up very nicely. Nice translucent blue, which is actually regular transparent plastic with just silver and this blue, like I don't know what to call it, put over it. So there you got that with a little bit of green here. And then coming around to the back here, we got all of his accessories fully properly stored on him. And so there we got that. This acts kind of like a clip in his batteries. Yeah, so he comes with 3 accessories, in which we'll be showing more of those when we get into his robot mode. And so yeah, what you see is what you get. And now for comparison, here he is with the music label MP3 player Soundwave. Because why not? We pulled a device label out last week. Why not this week? There you got that. Here he is next to his arch nemesis, the Shattered Glass Blaster. So we can see the micro cassette player, Boombox. 2 very different aesthetics that they're going with there for those, obviously. There you got that. Here he is next to his boss that he respects ever so much dearly, the Shattered Glass Megatron. So you can get a sense of how these two will look together. Very similar color scheme. And then last but certainly not least, here he is next to the Netflix Soundwave mold. So we can see just how these two look together, and we can definitely see, yeah, here in cassette mode, they're exactly the same. But the only difference really comes into play when we get into his robot mode. And so there you go, and there you got that. So yeah, that pretty much takes care of him, and takes care of Soundwave here in his cassette mode. Now, before we get moving into his transformation, the last thing to talk about in the packaging was the included comic book with the exclusive art variant for the cover. And yeah, the story. They got a Metroplex, they got a Titan under their control. There's been a lot that's happened since the last comic that I read. Magnus has got control of the Titan. We got a Shattered Glass. We got a Shattered Glass Springer. I was noticing. I was actually reading this a little bit earlier today, so that way I wouldn't act like yeah, I would know what I would be talking about. And it's interesting. They actually chose for Springer I was noticing he's got Cyclonus colors, which is kind of interesting if you ask me. Here you got other bots and other characters, stories. Hey, look at that! Ultra Magnus is now Optimus Prime. The Delta Magnus Optimus Prime thing. They actually incorporated that too, which is pretty cool. Oh, look at that! It's a Starscream Spark. He controls the Titan. What? All kinds of interesting, unique things separating Starscream Spark, fighting against Optimus Prime. Oh, look at that. We got Ratchet. We got, hey, look at that. The mass shifting. Laserbeak came in and saved Soundwave. And yeah, Rodimus is dead. And Ratchet and Slicer are hiding together. And Jetfire's with Starscream Spark. How nice. Oh, how nice. And look at that. There's that artwork again. And more stuff from IDW. Because why not? Dare I say, why not? So, alright, let's get into our transformation into robot mode. So to get started, we're going to come back here. We're going to remove all of his accessory pieces. We're going to take these and we're going to put them off to the side for the time being. Now to get started into the transformation, first off, what we're going to want to do is we're going to take this panel section here up in the front. We're going to take it and bring that up. And then take these two lower panel sections here and bring them in. But before I forget to mention it, there are these tabs on his legs that go into these little slots here. So we're going to take those and bring those in, bring that down like so. From there, we're going to take his legs, and in proper traditional Soundwave fashion, we're going to take them and we're going to bring them down like so. And bring them down even further like so. There, we're going to rotate these properly like so, so that way you got these graded sections here facing this part and section. From here, we're going to take his arms, we're going to split them, and we're going to bring them around like so. They are just tabbed in via this tab going into a slot here, and this tab going into a slot here, and this tab going into a slot here. Bring them around so that way then this tab can go into that slot there. Same on the other side. We're going to rotate his waist around, and then from there we're going to take this panel section, we're going to bring it down so that way it unlocks it, because there's a clip tab here. We're going to bring this all back. This post was in this port here. Bring his foot down, close that panel up, close that up like so. Do the same thing on this other side. Take that, bring that all back, bring that down, bring that up, close that up, and voila. From here, we're going to rotate the arms so that way they are oriented properly, and we're going to flip out his hands like so. From here, we're going to open up this back panel section here, open it up, and we're going to take his head and we're going to flip it out. Close it up, and voila, there we go. There we've got Soundwave all transformed and in his robot mode. And I do gotta say, I absolutely love this design. Well, this redesign on the mold for Soundwave. I absolutely, really do love this. Let's get in closer so we can take a look at the detailing on him. So here we got, here we can see the only bit of remolding that was done for the mold is literally just to include this bandana piece. But otherwise, it is the exact same mold as we've been seeing before. Nice teal for the head, metallic teal actually, silver for the mouth plate, and then he's got like green light piping, which is pretty cool. Teal, a lot of some of those same designs being brought over as we've been seeing this whole time. And yeah, coming down here. Very nice, very clean, nice clean back. I just love the Earthrise Netflix mold for the Earthrise / Netflix Soundwave mold. Granted, I love the Siege mold, and I would have absolutely loved to seen him being done with the Siege toy, but I am glad that they gave another release of this figure of this mold for people in case if they missed out on the Netflix mold. But then again, yeah. Articulation for this guy features a ball joint at the head with all kinds of wiggling and waggling. He can look up and he can look down and look from side to side. Arms are on a swivel. They can rotate and they can go in and out. He does have a bicep rotation. He does have a double jointed elbow for lots of range of motion there. And wrist can go in, so he can actually, if you have everything posed right, he can actually push his button to eject, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Waist does swivel. Panel sections can move out of the way to accommodate for leg movement. For legs can go forward that far. They can go back that far. They can do the full splits and then some. He does have some thigh rotation. About 90 degrees of bend. No swivel at the ankles, but he does have ankle tiltage. which is really cool and really nice. Now, of course, with this being Soundwave, of course, he does not quite fully look the part just yet. We need the rest of his accessories. And, of course, you do have a plethora of accessories. Now, I didn't mention this when I initially reviewed the Siege mold for Soundwave, but there was an early, like, Evo Fusion gimmick for his weapon. And so here we got his weapons. They are the exact same that we've been seeing through the course of the last few toys. But what you can do is if you take the gun and you bring it all the way around, and so you got this one here, and so you take the butt end of this and you plug it into there like so, and then you extend the barrel on this part of the gun, and you take this part and you plug it into there. You got a big old bow staff sniper gun rifle thing, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, it's a thing you can do if you want to do it, but that's not what I plan on using any of these for. So we're gonna take all these guns, weapons, and we're gonna just take them. We're gonna keep this one extended. We're gonna unplug this one from his hand, and this one here, as we all know, is his iconic sound cannon, which goes on his shoulder. Hey, look at that. He's already looking so much better. And then we're going to just take this one and we're just going to plug it into this hand here. So that way this hand is free. But what are we going to do with this gun? Well, considering the fact that Megatron already has his accessories and whatnot, we're just going to take this gun and we're just going to plug it in like so. So he has access to it. And so, yeah. There we go. That is Soundwave. That is how Soundwave should look. And oh boy, does this guy look good. So there you go, and there you got that. And now for comparison, I totally spaced doing it in a cassette player mode, but here we are in robot mode with the core class Soundwave. So you can see just how these two look together. There you got that. Here he is next to the music label Soundwave, because I can. And the music label Soundwave, the original color, not the blue release like this one is actually very much inspired and indicative of the Shattered Glass version of Soundwave, so do with that as you may. There you got that. Here he is next to the Siege mold, but this is the Legacy re-release of Soundwave, because I absolutely love that mold, and I absolutely love the fact I can get it now without the battle damage. There you got that. Whoop. Here he is next to his arch nemesis, the Shattered Glass Blaster. And yeah, Blaster's just a hair taller, but oh well, such is life. Those things happen. Whoop. There you got that. Here he is next to his boss man, the Shattered Glass Megatron. See how these two look together. There you got that. And last but certainly not least, here he is next to the Netflix Earthrise mold for Soundwave. So you can see how these two look together. So there you go with that. And granted I said that was last but certainly not least, but this one is truly last but certainly not least. Here he is with his little bird partner, Laserbeak. And I've already retransformed Ravage and put him back in the chest. So there you go, and you can see how these two look together. And I will say this, I'm going to be doing a separate video for this on my TikTok as well, but Laserbeak actually has a clip point on his arms. It's been there through the molds. It has been there through the molds. Oh, I can't believe I didn't. I don't know if anybody else has realized that or not. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm noticing it and I'm stating it. And this is how he's going to be displayed kind of on my shelf. And so there you go, and there you got that. And so there you go. There you have my review on the Shattered Glass Voyager class Soundwave. I absolutely love this mold, love this figure. The sad thing is, though, he is made of white plastic, which means there is a good chance and possibility that over the years he will start to yellow. I was already noticing it with my Netflix Soundwave. I was noticing it with Cyclonus. I've been noticing it happening more and more to my figures, even though they're not in direct sunlight or anything like that. They are still yellowing because they are now in a basement. And so he will start to yellow, but he still looks absolutely amazing. And even with a little bit of yellowing, you can call that natural weathering and battle damaging. And so, yeah, there you go, and there you got that. Yeah, Soundwave is a really cool, really fun figure. I'm happy to own this mold again. And, yeah, it's nice to have another extra Soundwave in the collection. And the nice thing is, it helps to complete a certain part of my Shattered Glass collection. Now, of course, I do need to track down some form of a Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, so that way then I can keep my ranks together. But you know what? They make knockoffs of. They've made knockoffs of the Studio Series Optimus Prime mold in the Shattered Glass colors, and I think I might pick that up because that fits with the original aesthetic of the Shattered Glass concept, which was no specific particular universe for their characters. But focusing back on Soundwave, he's really cool, really fun, and I'm glad I actually figured out with this mold the whole Laserbeak thing, because I've tried the various other molds too, and it just doesn't work to the same extent as it does here. So yeah, I'm going to just keep rambling on, and this video is just going to go on, and you're not here to watch me ramble on and on and on. Would I recommend him? Absolutely. If you're looking for a Shattered Glass for another piece in your Shattered Glass collection, he fits in perfectly with that. If you have a Soundwave and Soundwave Minion collection, he fits in nicely with that. Or if you just like white and blue things, he's pretty cool. I just recommend him all around. That's the best way that I can put it. I'd recommend him all the way around. So, yeah, well, so thank you guys for tuning in again to this video review. If you liked what you saw, you know the routine. Please be certain to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with everything might like it. And don't forget to check me out on social media. Links, of course, will be in the description down below. And so, until next time, let's cue our outro. Hey gang, thanks again for tuning in to this latest installment of Maxwell's Reviews. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel by clicking here. And please be certain to check out this other video review. And also be certain to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with whomever you think might like it. All the help really helps me out. And so again, until next time, fun people, camera fall down!